Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's beautifully weighted. Suarez has it in a wide position. Ronaldinho.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kimmich. Ronaldinho. And the shot! Goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Ribéry. Spain finding their passes. Tomiyasu, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Ribéry. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Rummenigge. Eto'o! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay. Spain really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Always onto this. And he's straight offside. And they're quick to get it back.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Ribéry. Oh, shooting chance! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now it's Eto'o. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lahm. He's through here. Great hit! Goal! Spain are all square.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very...
Oh no, what has happened here? Hits one! Ribéry. Pirlo. Moved on forwards. And it's Ribéry. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Luis Suarez. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That pass has been well intercepted. Kimmich. Now it's Hullet. Luis Suarez.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Rummenigge. Pirlo. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pirlo gets over and intercepts. Ribéry, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, super find. Ribéry is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out again for a throw-in. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribéry really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
Can he put it away? It's there!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Indonesia get themselves into the lead. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Eto'o. Eto'o. Oh, super ball.
Indonesia are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Yeah. That has not gone well. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ribéry. Pirlo. Foot in. Hullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Valverde. Hullet is herring after that one. Puyol. Pirlo. Rummenigge. And they're quick to press. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Ribéry. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Spain showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 20, Suarez. Number 7, Ronaldinho.
And it's Messi.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Joshua Kimmich.
Back in possession and ready to go again.
Number 99, Bale. Number 21, Eto'o.
And now the breakaway.
Number 15,
Hazard.
Number 4,
Chips it
Rafael
through.
Leão. Number 23, Mateus. Substitution in
Iniesta did
progress.
well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Bale. Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cafu. And it's Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Messi. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafael Leao. Mateus. Now it's Rafael Leao. Bale. Climbs up big. It's a goal. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Indonesia clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Mateus. Bale. Roberto Baggio. Thuram cuts it out. And it's Eto'o.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Rafael Leao. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Rafael Leao is in a really good position out wide. Rafael Leao. That's very neat. Hazard. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
And a quick reminder today.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Indonesia definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up play, running in.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. That's an excellent interception. Shifted upfield. Now it's Ronaldinho. Could be danger here. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Mateus! Now, who's going to be first to this? Defending of the desperate variety. That's been cut out, well played. Araujo is there to clear. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, you won't find many that can lead a line better than Luis Suarez. The Uruguayan really does come into his own when dropping between the lines or attacking those small spaces in and around the box. Even the tightest of areas. It doesn't daunt him.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. He's got away. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Turan. It's just beyond his reach. Ribéry. And he's being shifted off it. A corner it is then. That should get the job done. And that has left him in a heap. Saudi Arabia are looking to go forward now. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. And that has been cleared. Pull it. That'll be a corner. Saudi Arabia have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard. Saudi Arabia looking to pass their way through. Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Kimmich. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Luis Suarez, Ronaldinho. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Ribery, who's on a run down the left wing. And Dijk gets good distance on it. He's found and Hullet! And it's a goal! He just absolutely speared that in.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Indonesia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Nedved really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Kimmich. And it's Hullet. Indonesia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Hazard. He has found the way through. Hazard! He can get that clear. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Hullet. Nedved. Tomiyasu. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Some first-half thoughts?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Indonesia head in, having made the crucial breakthrough. And to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet. It's Luis Suarez! He's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Kimmich very nearly made that count from a combination of luck and good judgment.
Luis Suarez. Hullet! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Saudi Arabia grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Some really good ball movement. Chance! Marvellous goal!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pinches it off him. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Dink through. He's in here! He is just caressing the ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mateus. Saudi Arabia look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, they can break here. Luis Suarez is looking to set free a runner. Oh, that was vital. And he's heaved it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kimmich. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nedved. Hullet. Nedved.
Saudi Arabia showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Hullet. And here's Suarez. Well read, and the danger is averted.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Nedved did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Koundé clears. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Ronaldinho. Azar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rijkaard. And it's Hullet. Azar. 5 minutes left on the clock. I think we're just about done here. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Suarez looks to get on the end of this. Ronaldinho.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Hullet. And that intercept. And that will be it. Indonesia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Luis Suarez, Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Fiddles it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Ribéry. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Suarez reaching his double century today. Well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Yaya Toure. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Thuram attempts a clearance. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He has found the way through. Quality ball. Valverde. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ribéry providing, and there's the shot! He's delivered all right! What a moment for the double centurion! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Adams. Batistuta. Cleared without complication. Comes under pressure, and it's come loose. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ronaldinho.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Hullet. And he's cut it out. Oh, they could be caught out here. Lovely feet. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Very nicely done.
Well, this is intriguing.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Beckham cuts it out. Roberto Carlos. No, again there's no way through. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Suarez.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And here's Suarez. Ronaldinho. Totti. Chance here to counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. And they've been given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Opts to play it back. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cleared away. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Indonesia come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Luis Suarez strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to...
And the shot! It's there! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That is good strength. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Hullet goes in for the header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hullet is offering a wry smile there.
Hullet. Great hit! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He's got away. Cantona going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Beckham.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Rijkaard.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314
Suarez
spettatori.
proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nesta. Luis Suarez. Schmeichel, will they claim to that? Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Cantona. Adams. Well, that is one way to stop him. Luis Suarez.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Roberto Carlos.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, that's a key interception. Adams. Nesta cuts out the pass. And it's Beckham. Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Nesta. To Totti. And here's Batistuta. Oh, super ball. He rises! It's in! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Al 78esimo minuto, numero 11. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager and
Tries a shot! And that would have won it.
oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Cantona. Rafael Leao gets across to intercept that. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard. Nesta. Out for a throw. Mateus. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, what a mistake! Cantona! Cantona! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Adams. Well, that's well seen too. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Valverde. Pull it. Now it's Valverde.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No way through. And it's Ribery. Indonesia have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Dixon. And it's Wilshere. Just eases him off the ball. Decent progress down the left. Ribery in with the challenge. He's in a great position. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Ronaldinho is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ronaldinho, Eto'o. Beckham. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good take, and Gullit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
No goals as yet. Ronaldinho. Valverde. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, shot a goal! There it is! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Stood up well to him there.
Gullit, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much.
Cristiano Ronaldo! That's going to go a long way. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ronaldinho. Valverde. Ronaldinho. He's got away. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Now then, the ball's come loose. Gullit.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Right, look promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Some resolute defending there, and it's Ronaldinho.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Gullit. Goalkeeper's ball. Mbappe. Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that. Eto'o. Van Balten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Balten spots it and intercepts. Beckham going full steam ahead down the left flank. Ronaldinho. Some good work on the right flank here. That's been cut out, well played. And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Indonesia leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde. Eto'o. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And they win it back again. Oh, super ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Ronaldinho herring after the ball here. Portugal deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly...
And Hullet! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position.
Up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Eto'o looking to run onto it. He's got the shot away! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Van Balten is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Hullet. Oh, that's well spotted. Hullet. Wilshere. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Wilshere. Petit. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, and he's through the middle. Very nicely done. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he stands tall, impenetrable. It's a sharp pass. And it's Hullet. Well, played right into his path. The referee's awarded a free kick. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again.
Substitutions taking place.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Oh, good-looking ball. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Petit. And he was quick to react. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Griezmann. He's beaten the last, and the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And that is expertly dealt with. And they can counter here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get for it. Bullet! Same again, same outcome.
Portugal really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Real chance! And he's taking no chances there.
2 added minutes has
And
been
now a
indicated.
sudden chance to counter. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Mateus touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Dixon. Yamal. Now it's Rodri. Oh, shooting chance! And with that, the final whistle. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. The action has... Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, can he get onto this? Vieira. And it's Nedved. Nedved! Lovely feet. He's in a good position here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Guardiola. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's been shifted off it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Guardiola. Nedved. Great ball if he can get there. A lot of space ahead of him. He rises! Just off target.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Luis Suarez. Ribery receives it in a good position. Great chance! Pedri. Sane going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Milan deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, it really should. Guardiola. Referee's given a throw. Koundé, Pullet looks to get on the end of this. Pedri. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Nedved. Pedri. Nicely weighted ball. Sane providing an outlet on that flank. Ribery. And he has been fouled there. Oh, that's a key interception. Sane.
Indonesia are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Half an hour played now. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Looks a good ball through. Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. Valverde getting this one clear. And one more try! Another fruitless header.
Milan are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
Milan have their second corner now. Up he goes! In he goes again! And he hits the net! They have come roaring back!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, what a mistake! And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their third corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Wriggles his way through. Luis Suarez. There's the hit! He's delivered all right! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Goes looking wide. Played with finesse.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Koundé gets it away. Ribery. That is a great pick out. He's got away. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Indonesia head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8, numero 20.
Here we go again.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Suarez is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Punched away. Nedved running with the ball. Showing good feet. And it's Sané. Guardiola. Guardiola cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Nedved. Oh, what a climb! And again! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Sané. And here's Nedved. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Sané. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a throw.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
And here's Sané.
80.113
This is
spettatori.
actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Luis Suarez under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Indonesia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bale. It's a pretty loose pass. Luis Suarez. He was under real pressure there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14. Viene sostituito con il numero 13. Cambio di giocatori.
Chance! It's a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. He's had a hit! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, Oh, that's a nice ball.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Kostic. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's in plenty of space here. He gets big! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's played into the middle. Indonesia, moments now away from seeing this one out. Gets his pass away. Oh, that was vital.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Moved on forwards.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Bale. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Great defending, strong and determined. And there goes the final whistle. Indonesia proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle.